Alright, hey everyone, so today is going to be actually a story of something that happened to me in school. So, if you don't know what this is, there's a class called Nexus, and it's just sort of like some thing where you just check in with your feelings. It's fine. I don't dislike it or like it that much. I mean, all it is just like a class where you just talk about your feelings for 45 minutes. And so I was just one day, it was Thursday, so that meant time for Nexus class. And I was just thinking oh, okay, whatever. I wasn't really excited, but I also wasn't dreading it. But so then when we came in to do the Nexus class and check in with our feelings and stuff, then the normal Nexus teacher wasn't there, and instead there was some lady that we'd never seen before. So we were all like, oh, Nexus teacher's out, all right, whatever, it's just gonna be a sub. And so if you go to school, which I'm guessing you do, then you probably know that if you ever have a substitute teacher, the sub's just gonna ask oh, what do you normally do in class? And then you tell the sub, that's just sort of how it works. So obviously that's how the class began. Everyone just sat down in their seats. And so then the substitute, instead of actually sitting down standing up and talking to us on the whiteboard, she actually sat down next to a couple of my friends at this one table. So then, it was just the usual thing, and she just sort of just started saying okay, what do you usually do? And then we told her, it's just the normal substitute thing, right? But then it started to get kind of weird, because she sort of heard what type of stuff we normally do, and she was kind of confused, because it's talking about your feelings and stuff, and I guess she didn't really want to do that. So it was fine. But then all of a sudden, she just I'm guessing the Nexus teacher knew she was gonna be out, and so then she just had the a little thing with all the assignments that she just had, which just makes sense. It's just so the sub knows what to do. So then the sub looked kind of confused, read a couple of the assignments, and then just put down the assignment notebook. So we were all wonder what we're gonna be doing. Probably just some dumb something with feelings or whatever. We just didn't expect anything that weird. We were wrong, and then all of a sudden she just sat down and asked us, oh, do you know what social responsibility is? And we were all no, because we've never heard that in our life, well, except for that day. But so she was oh, she just started telling us about what it is, and she was talking about social media and how you shouldn't post something mean on social media, or whatever. Just it was fun. We were we already all knew this, except for maybe this one kid. I'm gonna call him Jonathan. So Jonathan thought it was very funny to post mean things on Instagram or whatever it was. And the Nexus teacher, or the Nexus sub, did not like that very much. And so she said that you might think it's funny now, but it's going to lead to I don't know if I can actually say this on camera, but she said it might lead to bad things. And so then all of a sudden, and this was really confusing, the class just became super dark, and all of a sudden she started talking about addictions and depression and just really bad stuff in general. And it was just sort of what the heck? And so a couple people started laughing, and they were they're like, wait, what the heck is happening? Because, you know, we were all confused because normally we just, like, read some dumb story about, like, how Mr. Panda or whatever is in the, like, green zone and Mr. Panda is happy, whatever. But so then we just started talking about that and everyone got really confused. And then this one student, I'm going to call him Timmy. So Timmy was just like lying down with his head on the desk, you know, like probably didn't want to hear this, but also maybe was just feeling like a little sick or something, which like we were all like, okay, fair enough. But so then halfway through the class, this one kid, I'm gonna call him Among Us, because I can't think of a good name. So Among Us asked to go to the bathroom, and most of the time Among Us will just sometimes just randomly ask to go to the bathroom and then just stand outside the class and wait for it to be over, because Among Us like doesn't like school. So then Among Us and had like gone to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden Timmy just started just throwing up literally everywhere. And like everyone was like so confused. We were all like, wait, what the heck? Cause like who expected that? But so like literally everywhere and all over like every single other kid at the table. Including my friend KojiKojiA. He's been in a couple of videos, but so including him, and so everyone was just really confused. And then the so we have like a helping teacher who helps one of the kids, but the helping teacher just like, wait, so like before the helping teacher was just like confused, like, wait, what is this? But so then the helping teacher decided like, hey, everyone get out of the class right now. And like we're all like, wait, what the heck? And so we just like all started like getting out of the class in a single file line. And then the Nexus sub, who's like supposed to be helping the kid who's like freaking like puking everywhere, runs out of the room, like crossing herself and just like naming like every person in Christianity ever, and just like runs out of the room at like full sprint. You know, like it was very confusing because, you know, so then we all go out, and at this point Among Us comes back in the classroom and is like, wait, what's happening? And so then Among Us just like sees us walking out, and then the helper teacher asks Among Us like, wait, what, where were you? And he was like, oh, I just didn't actually go to the bathroom. I was just waiting outside the class. So then Among Us like got in kind of trouble because like he wasn't meant to be doing that. So then we go back in the classroom, and everyone's freaking out. Everyone's like traumatized. Like I'm pretty sure there were like 8 people like crying and whatever. Like it's just complete chaos, and like everyone's just freaking out, and like no one really like understands like, oh, what the frick just happened. So then our main teacher, he was actually like at a meeting, I think. But so then like he comes back from the meeting, walks in the door, and everyone's like crowding him, like oh my god, those exits, blah blah blah, and everyone's just like talking at once. And so then our teacher like asks the helper teacher like, hey, what is going on, like what happened? And so then the helper teacher tells him, and then just like then he's just like, where is this teacher? And we all just like point to where the Nexus sub is. And so then, you know, we're all just like oh, what's gonna happen? And so then our teacher just like walks out of the room and like and just like goes to talk to to the sub, and like we're all like, oh, because like that never happens. There's like never been a teacher who gets another teacher in trouble, like kind of, because so you know we were all just like, what is this? What is going on? You know. So then, finally, what happens is like I am like freaking out, and like everyone's like using a bunch of hand sanitizer, and then we had a math test, like we just a freaking just math test thing, and like yeah, so that's the most traumatic second period I've ever had, I think.